Hey watch people, welcome back. This is Hector of Winding Crowns. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Seiko Samurai, or actually Seiko King Samurai. Which one? Well, there are a number of new Seiko Samurais that are considered the King Samurai because they've been upgraded. And the one we're looking at today is the Srpe 37. This would be the white dialed King Samurai. Now, this one, as you can see, is on a strapped gold hexad bracelet. Many people do this modification because of its angular links, the width, the weight, the construction. It really pairs well with the actual samurai case. The samurai case is very angular and has a lot of facets. As you can see, it's very bold. You can see that it's kind of very industrial, very tough looking. And the hexad bracelet is also basically very angular and tough looking, and it is. It's very constructed very well. Uses screw pins and has a lot of facets. It catches the light very well, as does the samurai case. So a lot of people do this mod. This actual samurai is running the same movement as the others, but the upgrade would be in the bezel insert. The typical ones are aluminum with paint on them. This is actually a black ceramic insert. It is etched with white paint in the edge portions, which would be all the hash marks and numbers. Right here at 12 o'clock, you do have a Lume pip that is framed. It looks to have like a piece of sapphire over it. It's 120 click, and you can hear it there. Very smooth though, very smooth. Feels very, very nice in the hand. This one, let's see, it does line up pretty decent. So I kind of lucked out on this one. Now, another upgrade other than the ceramic bezel insert is the sapphire crystal. Most Seikos, including the Samurai, don't have sapphire. They have a mineral crystal or Hardlex crystal. This is sapphire. And then, of course, the King Samurais have the magnified date. You can see it kind of protrudes from the crystal. And that really, some people don't like it. I think it's very well done. The Seiko Turtle has the candy bar, which is the bigger because it has the day date. This just has the date. So I do like the clean look of this magnifier better than the other one. But they're both good. I don't mind either one. And it does magnify it very, very well. I like the white dial. And of course, you can see that this King Samurai has like a grid looking dial with all the little cutout squares. See that? Very grenade looking. You do have very, very nice indices. You have rectangles everywhere but the 3, 6, 9, and 12. Those are more like trapezoid. The 12 o'clock being much bigger. The 3 o'clock one is just a chopped version of it because you have to have room for that date, but it does have a portion of loom there. It's just really well executed. You do have little hash marks on the, you can look here closely, you do see them on the chapter ring that are very nicely lined up with the indices. The loom on these is crazy. Seiko Luma Bright is really, really good, but it's especially good on Samurais. Also, you can see that the indices have a metallic framework, but it seems to be like gunmetal or blackish because you never lose sight of those indices. You would think that they would blend in with the white background of the dial, but they don't. I do like the handset. They're like the monster handset, which I really like. Plenty of loom on that short hour hand and then a lot of loom on that minute hand. You do have a loom pip on the seconds hand there. And as you can see, all the script on the dial is black. Seiko, the Prospect logo, automatic, except for Divers 200s in gold. And the tip of that seconds hand is in gold. Everything else black. Also, the other Samurais didn't used to have this inner metallic ring on the inside of the bezel where the insert is. You see this one has a metallic ring, like kind of like Breitling do. See that? I think it gives it a real nice look, a little bit more classy, more elegant. It goes very well with that glossy ceramic bezel insert. Then you got a little bit of high polish on the end of that bezel. The grip on this bezel is very, very nice. You can see it is polished, but it is very, very grippy. Vertical brushing on the sides of the case, except for the center part, is polished. Same thing on this side, vertical brushing, but you have the crown guards there, and they're also brushed and very angular. You have a circular brushed end on that crown. No kind of logo or anything. It's unsigned. Very nice knurling on the crown that looks a lot like the bezel knurling. So it's very, very nice. Got some good weight to it. Now that this watch standard comes on the rubber. This is the rubber that it comes on. You can see it has a very nice, robust Seiko tang buckle with Seiko on there. And then you have the movable keeper that is metal, that's brushed and high polished beveled edge. It says Seiko. Very, very nice. It's got heavy duty spring bars. Here's the other one. And it has the wave there, the tsunami wave on the end, as does the case back. Let me show you the case back on here. You can see it says Seiko dive watch 200 meter. Then you have, if I can get it in the light there, stainless steel sapphire crystal, the Prospex logo, made in Japan. And there's that tsunami wave in the middle, high polished. The rest of the case back is circular brushed, and then of course high polished right there where the notches are for removing the case back. And then the back of the lugs and back of the case are all high polished. There's the hexad bracelet. You can see the end links are solid links. Very nice bracelet that matches this watch. Well, let me do a shot of it on the wrist. That is how it looks on a 7.5-inch wrist. I think it looks very, very nice. There you go. Let's check out that Lume, guys. And actually, I forgot to say the dimensions, but they're not as big as people think. They call this a 44, but I got 43, like 43.3 from bezel to bezel edge, from right to left, which does protrude outside of the case. So that would be a good measurement to get. And it was under 44. The lug to lug is like 48.5, so not even quite 49. And the thickness is 13.2 is what I got. So it's a big watch, but it's not that big. All right, guys, let's check out this Lume right quick. All right. There it goes. And yes, that is a very, very bright Lume. Like I said, Seiko never disappoints with their Lume bright, but for some reason I noticed that the Samurais are just a little bit brighter. They're just very, very bright. You see, you even have the Lume pip there by the magnifier at 3 o'clock. Your seconds hand tip there, nice and bright. Hour, minute hand. Very easy to tell the time because you can see that bigger trapezoid with the line through it at 12 o'clock is your north orientation. So no getting lost in the middle of the night and not, if you wonder what the time is, even if you're sleepy and you look at it at night, you're going to be able to tell what time it is. Not a problem on this watch. Anyway, let's get those lights back on. There you go, guys. Very, very nice watch. I do think this watch is a home run. If you're considering a white dialed sports diver, you should really consider maybe looking at the Seiko Samurai or King Samurai in the white dial because it is a stunner. Looks really good. Looks really good on the black rubber, but it also looks very nice on this strap code. So yeah, look at all Just very, very good looking. Anyway, guys, thanks for being with me. If you enjoy the channel, then please consider subscribing. Also, you can hit that bell icon so you're notified of the new vids when they drop. And hit that like, it really does help. And leave comments what you think of this watch. Do you like the Samurai? I like all the Samurais, but these King Samurais just took it up a notch. No modification really needed on them, other than maybe changing out the strap or changing it to a bracelet. Anyway, guys, thanks for being with me, and remember, never stop winding crowns.
God, that's good.